Hey there, Hofstra fans, and welcome to another edition of the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com. I'm Mark Weiner with Joe Mihalich, the head coach of Hofstra Pride Basketball. Coach, how's it going?
It's going good. It's going good. It's I think I say the same thing every week. We feel good about whether we won or lost. We talk about how we lost and we talk about how we won, but then the next thing we say is we got a tough week coming up, and it's no different this week. So we're tickled to death that we were able to get two last week, but you stare at that calendar and you look at the next couple games, you're like, oh boy, back into the fire.
Only 2 games left in the CAA regular season. Let's go back to last week now. 4-game winning streak. First at home against Townsend, 84-82. Brocas Goosties hits a game-winning shot with 2 seconds on the clock.
Well, and it was that Stockton and Malone, duo there, because it was a great catch and finish, but it was one of those only passes that only someone like Wanye Green can make. So, terrific play, combination, but it was a great win for us because, Towson is certainly, as is Northeastern, as is Wilmington, as is, I could keep going here, they're a team that can win it all. So it was a hard-fought battle, physical game. We were able to score some points on them. We weren't able to shut them down, and we were lucky enough to have the ball at the end. That's why we won. If they'd had the ball at the end, they probably would have won.
On Sunday, a nationally televised game against Northeastern, 65-60. I know they were 7-8 at the time, now 7-9. You didn't take them lightly and end up getting the win.
Well, that's almost laughable because they lost 4 games without Quincy Ford, who's one of the best players in the league. So, you look at our level, in our league, I mean, we're playing Wilmington Thursday night. I could name 2 or 3 guys on that team that if they were unfortunate enough to be hurt the way Quincy Ford got hurt, I don't know if they would be able to win. Same with us, same with JMU, same with, again, right on down the line. So it's one of the things we talked to the team about is let's not be, I don't want to say stupid on the air, but I just did, right? But let's not think that Northeastern isn't a team that can win it. So our guys did respect it.
Wanye Green was named the CAA Player of the Week once again, the 4th time this season. I think it's safe to say he's the CAA Player of the Year at the end of the season when they announce it next week.
Well, we're not very objective, are we? But I'll tell you what, I do believe it's a one-man race, for whatever that's worth. But I think the best part about it all is Wanye Green is, that's not what he's trying. That wasn't his number 1 goal to be he wants to climb up a ladder. That's what the great ones want to do, and there's a lot of players in this league that think the same way. They want to climb up a ladder, so that's what Wanye wants to do.
Let's talk about one player, right? A big performance on Sunday. 19 points from Desmond Food. That was a team high, and it seems like all year he maybe won't lead the team in points, but he's a glue guy, and he's somebody who can do it when you need him to.
Well, I almost don't want you to talk about him, but I do because he's been our unsung hero. We want to keep it a secret. We don't want people to realize what a good player is, but I think they do. I mean, he's a terrific player, and it's interesting. He has had such an impact on our team, not just points and rebounds and defense and assists and all those things, but he has a wonderful personality about him, and he relates so well to all the guys in the team. He brings out the best in people. It's a team this year. There's a kind of a good feng shui we have going here. These guys get along pretty well.
2-0 week last week, going to try and continue that. Last 2 games of the regular season. First, UNCW on the road, then Charleston at home. You remember what happened last time against UNCW. What do you think this time around in the second half has to go differently, and what do you think went wrong in that first game?
We should have made a deal not to talk about that first game.
I'm sorry.
But it's okay. You're doing your job. Well, what went wrong? I mean, I'm not trying to be a wise guy here, but, they were able to score and we weren't. I mean, and sometimes it's that simple. We looked at the tape and we saw a couple of different things that we should have done and could have done, and at both ends of the floor. So, give them credit. They're a good team, very well coached, got a lot of talent. There's a reason they have the best record in the league. It's a hard-earned thing. It's, as I said, real good team, real good talent, real good players, and you can't go into a drought like we did because they have the firepower to make up for a deficit.
What do you tell your team going into a week like this where they realize if they go 2-0, you could be the regular season champions in the CAA?
Well, I think if you start talking about going 2-0, you might go 0-2. So what we tell them is let's just, as we've been telling them for the last 3 weeks, 1 game, 1 day, live in the moment. All we're thinking about is Thursday. If we're thinking about Thursday and Saturday, we won't do a good job Thursday. So, we're not, I think we're a really good team, but we're not good enough to think about 2 games. We got to just think about 1.
The head coach of Hofstra Pride men's basketball, Joe Mihalich, thanks for the time. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
I'm Mark Weiner. This has been the WB Mason Coaches Report right here on GoHofstra.com.